We all make mistakes in collecting, and today I'm going to share the worst I've done to help save you from falling into them. Hello and welcome on in everybody, I'm 16-Bit Ferret, and this week we're going to be talking about the 3 worst mistakes I've made while collecting. Now, when you get into collecting, if you see someone and they say they'd never made a mistake while collecting in this hobby, run. Run for dear life because they are going to try to sell you something, and it's not going to be good. Now, it's normal to make a mistake, so if you make one, don't feel bad. It happens from time to time when collecting, and we all try to avoid them so nonetheless. And when we do make a mistake, it's important for us to remember and pass along it to others, that way they don't make the same mistakes we did. So I'm going to start with the first mistake that I've made, and let's get on. My worst mistake number 1, blind bad trades. Back when I was new to going to shops and trading with people, I had no idea the value of what I was trading off, let alone the value of what I was wanting to get. Back then I just seen cards I wanted and I was like, ooh, I want that, ooh, yes please on that right there, and I just opened myself up to bad trades. Because back then I didn't have a smartphone, so I could not check and see what prices were. Yeah, look at this, I'm really dating myself by saying that right there. But I look back on all those trades I did that were bad, and I cringe at myself. I'm like, ugh. So if you're new to trading, be sure to check prices on what you're trading, whether it's your stuff or their stuff. That way both parties are happy. If both parties are happy, both parties are going to keep on trading, and it's going to be good for everybody. Now, I will say this though as a side note. If you get into a trade with somebody and they start using multiple sites for different things to price out different things, run. They're trying to card shark you, and it's gonna be a bad time. With that being said, let's head on to my worst mistake number 2. My worst mistake while in the hobby number 2. Opening up too many packs. Opening booster packs can be fun, and the rush that we get from cracking pack after pack, it's great, and it keeps us coming back for more, and it's like, ooh, what could this pack hold? And you gotta be careful with this because it can take you down quite the rabbit hole. As for me, it sure did back in the day. Back when Primeval Titan was a brand new card, I wanted a playset of it, so I opened pack after pack trying to get it. I lost count how many booster boxes I've opened during that time. Now if I would have just sat back and bought a playset of them, I would have saved myself a lot of money. Now if you say you can sell whatever you don't need out of the box and you'll pay for yourself, yeah, that's the kind of talk that would encourage you to keep opening more packs as compared to buying the singles that you need. Now yes, buying packs is a lot of fun. Packs with friends, doing draft with friends, opening up stuff here and there and stuff for like YouTube stuff, you know, it is fun to share what you do and stuff, but be careful, it can lead you down a rabbit hole of spending a lot more than what you planned on as compared to just buying that single that you wanted. Now, on to my worst mistake that I have ever made. My worst mistake number 3, cashing out. I have left and I've come back many times into the collecting hobby, and each time I did, I cashed out and I sold everything, only later to come back and be back at square one. Oh, to think how different my collection could have been if I would have just kept a few things back and acted differently while doing things. While yes, people do grow out of hobbies, and that is okay, that's totally alright. However, if you think there's a chance that you might come back to the hobby, and you go to sell things, don't cash out entirely. Take what you get from it, and just use part of it to buy some big ticket items. And then that way you still have that there. If you decide to change your mind, you can, oh hey, cool, I have this, I'm going to break this down into smaller things, and then restart that right there. And if you held on to your collection for this long, what's 2 more years for some big ticket items? And that way you'll have a chance to sit down and say, okay, I want to do this, I want to get out of this, or you know what, I want to keep into this right here. An example, one of the times I cashed out my entire collection, I could have walked away with a Beta Mox Emerald and some cash. However, I was in the mindset of saying, no, I'm never going to come back, I didn't let myself have that moment of being like, maybe I do want to come back eventually. So instead, I ended up just taking the cash. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go pull up the price of what the Betamax Emerald is and go cry into my coffee cup. And that's gonna be it for my 3 worst mistakes I've made while collecting. And I hope what mistakes that I have made can help prevent you from making those same mistakes. I do want to say, if you do like the channel, please do subscribe. We do a weekly video every Tuesday. We have pack openings and stuff every week, three days a week. And yeah, we're going to pop up a few things right here. So if you want to go bench some of our stuff, go for it. Anyways, I'm 16-Bit Ferret. I want to say thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a Duke day.